Hi, I hope you're having a great day. Welcome back to NikkoVenture. Hisashiburi desu yo ne. Before anything else, I would like to apologize for being delayed in publishing any videos on this channel. Sorry. These past few weeks were really rambunctious and I did not have the time to shoot or edit videos. Aside from that, there were some minor technical issues with my equipment as well. Gomen na. Have you ever wondered how much a Filipino care worker earns in the land of the rising sun? No? Me too. It never really crossed my mind when I was still in my home country. But if you're working here as a care worker or planning to, knowing how much you'll earn is of utmost importance. Wait, it's not that simple. Fine, the average salary of a foreign care worker here in Japan is around 200,000 yen. That's it. Thank you for watching. Because of these. Contrary to popular belief, salary rates in this country vary per prefecture. What's a prefecture? It's like a province governed by a governor. A single prefecture is divided into several municipalities or cities governed by mayors. There are 47 prefectures here in Japan and each of them has its own minimum wage. There are several factors why this country practices such system. One of those is that the cost of living also varies per prefecture. Rural areas with low costs of living tend to have low minimum wages compared to the cities with a much higher cost of living. Exactly! Don't get me wrong, comparatively speaking, Japan as a country has a higher cost of living than other countries in Asia. It's just that other areas in this country is a bit cheaper to live in compared to, well, for example, Tokyo? As I've said earlier, the average salary for a Filipino or a foreign care worker here is around 200,000 yen. But that's just the gross salary. Japan, as one of the developed countries here in Asia, had to find ways to maintain its economy. To do that, they have to rely to the compulsory financial charge of taxation or insurances. Here's some of them. There's the income tax, or in Japanese, shotokuzei. Do I really have to define this one? Next, the retirement mutual aid, or in Japanese, taishoku kyozai. This is one of the retirement systems here in Japan where you'll get proper compensation upon the time of your retirement. This is different from the retirement compensation you will be receiving upon retirement from your company. The health insurance, or kenko hokenryo. Only half of these health insurance premium is being deducted from your salary. The other half is paid by your company. The advantage of having this health insurance is that when you get sick or injured, 70% of your medical bill will be covered by the insurance. The remaining balance will be, of course, paid by yourself. It is important to note, however, that there are some medical procedures that are not covered by this insurance system, such as cosmetic and aesthetic surgeries. On the other hand, there are some cases where the insurance system covered the 100% of your medical bill, leaving you nothing to pay for. It's a case-to-case basis. Then, the employment insurance, or koyo hoken. In the event of your unemployment for whatever reason, this insurance system will provide aid, assistance, and necessary benefits for your re-employment. Lastly, the welfare pension, or kosei nenkin. In contrast to the national pension, where all residents of Japan should enroll whether you're a foreigner or a native, the welfare pension is only for those company employees and civil servants. So yeah, those are some of the deductions you'll incur upon receiving your monthly salary. There are still other insurances that will be deducted after your first year of work. One of these is the residence tax. Let me show to you my payslip. No, not show but share. Let me share with you my payslip. Not all of them, but at least a bit information about it to give you an idea. So these are the deductions. So let's just say your monthly salary is around this. With the deductions, your net salary is tadan. It's quite huge, right? But wait, there's more. The cost of living here in Japan varies from prefecture to prefecture. Here in Hyogo Prefecture, for example, the cheapest single-bed apartment monthly rental fee that I can find at least is about 30,000 yen. If you're lucky enough, your bills for water, gas, and electricity shall be paid by your employer. There are some cases like that here, but for me, I pay all of these from my pocket. The amount of these bills vary depending on the season. During summer, for example, expect a slight increase in your electricity bill. During winter, your gas bill may increase threefolds. Here in Hyogo Prefecture, specifically in Kobe City, we pay our water bill every 2 months. Then, of course, you'll also have to purchase some goods. The price of goods here varies depending on the store. There are expensive ones, but there are also cheaper ones. Needless to say, try to find the cheapest one in your immediate area. The house rent would be around 30,000 yen, while the bills for gas, water, and electricity would be 15,000 yen at least. Of course, you'll need cell phone coverage and internet, which may cost you around 10,000 yen per month for the cheapest mobile and internet plan. Then for your groceries, it would be around 13,000 yen monthly, for me at least. Now going back to the net salary we had, minus the expenses, that would leave us with, less than half of the gross salary we had earlier. These are just approximations based solely on my expenses and spending habit. These are not the exact amount, but very close, I think. Not to mention the fact that we also had to send money back to our home country, in addition to our already high expenses. On a lighter note, there are some factors that may increase your monthly salary. Your employer may or may not increase your salary based on your evaluation and experience. The employer or your employer may see you fit enough to take on a much more difficult task, and if you're up to the challenge, there will be a corresponding increase to your salary. Or there will be nothing at all except from a simple arigato. If only arigato can be converted into money, I will be rich right now. Arigato! Furthermore, if you're well experienced in the field of caregiving, there will also be an increase in your salary. How much is the increase? That depends on the company. How will they be computing that? Well, wakaranai. If your company is cheap, expect a microscopic increase. Well, that's the sad reality here in Japan. Higher workload doesn't necessarily mean a higher pay. So just work according to your pay, and if you're given a new task, make sure to do that task properly to improve your chance of having an increase. Don't do extras. There's a lot of better things to do in life, like, making a YouTube video, enter your workplace on time, and leave on time. Next, we have the salary increase based on your age. Yeah, that's a thing. It's called Nenreikyu. I never heard this one when I was in my home country, but yeah, it's a thing here in Japan. Basically, the older you are, the higher this salary increase is. So for example, if I'm 25 years of age, my Nenreikyu would be around 128,000 yen, I think. That's per month. If I become 35 years of age, that would be around 140,000 yen per month. So on and so forth until you die. However, it is important to note that Nenreikyu varies from city to city. So if you have a friend with the same age as you but is living in a different city or in a different prefecture, expect a difference in your Nenreikyu. This is an old Nenreikyu chart from the town of Nakayama. Then we have the Shikako Teate, or a compensation allowance given to those individuals who had passed the National Caregiver Certification exam. The amount of this compensation varies or depends on the company. A cheap company may mean cheap compensation, an admirable one may mean a high compensation. Finally, we have the night shift compensation allowance, or in Japanese, yakin teate. Yakin teate. According to Japanese law, this allowance should range from 4,000 to 8,000 yen per night. Of course there is. Ha! Well, that's what my contract says at least. I'm not really sure about the other companies, but here it's 150% from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. That's the night differential pay. I just had my night shift last week, my first night shift last week, so I'll have to wait for next month's salary to see how much was the night differential pay. So that's it, we're almost done with today's video. I hope this video gave you an idea how much a foreign or a Filipino care worker earns here, the deductions, the compensation allowances, and approximate expenses. Please note that the amount we've discussed here in this video may vary depending on your company and your location, and those amounts does not reflect my own payslip. I just read my payslip and made it as a reference to make this video. Remember, do what you're paid to do and do it properly and safely. Don't do extras unless you're being paid to do so. When you're given a new task, do it accordingly and show to them you are more than capable of doing such task. Working as a caregiver here in this country is physically, emotionally, and mentally challenging, so it is of utmost importance to take care of yourself first before taking care of anyone else. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like, share this video with a friend, and of course, subscribe. Thank you for your time. See you in the next video. Bye! Yeah, that's less than the gross salary. And spending habits. Furthermore, if you're well experienced in the field, so just work your ass out. So just according to person